Here we go. Yes. This is the last bit. Thank you very much. Hello, she's got them. Well, there's the cinema.
Oh, sorry. Cinema?
Yeah, cinema. Cinema. Yeah, I know, but the washroom. That's the way out. And then we come in this way, and we've got the luggage to protect the bed. And then we come round here, we've got television, phone, kettle, settee, and then we've got yes, the balcony. That's where David and that's over there, I think. David Monday.
This is to advise that at 5 p.m. today, which is in 30 minutes time, the ship's alarm bells will be sounded and announcements made as all newly embarked guests are familiarised with the ship's emergency procedures. The general emergency alarm consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast on the ship's alarm bells and indicates that you need to go to your master station. During today's
Normally, in order to respect your privacy, we do not broadcast announcements through your cabins. However, should you wish to hear all the announcements, please leave your television on with the volume turned up. The general emergency alarm consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast on the alarms and is used to call you to your muster station. I must stress it is not the signal to abandon ship. For today's safety familiarisation, there is no need to attend your muster station, as you will have already attended during the embarkation process. Now, if you hear this signal at any time without having been warned that an exercise is taking place, even if the ship is in port, you should go to your cabin, collect your life jacket, flat shoes, warm clothing, a head covering, your cruise card, and any medication that you normally use. It really is important that you are properly dressed to protect yourself should you need to abandon ship. Then, carrying your life jacket, go to the muster station using the route as shown on the safety notice on the back of your cabin door. Muster stations are located in public rooms close to the survival craft embarkation deck. They're identified by large green muster signs depicting a family group with the letter of the corresponding muster station. Guides will be positioned on the stairways to direct and assist you, and please walk quickly and quietly, keeping to the right-hand side. For those guests who have informed us that they require additional assistance, dedicated crew will help you from your cabin to one of the muster stations located on the survival craft embarkation deck. Now, if you are not in your cabin at the time, you should proceed to the nearest stairway and notify the guide who will call for assistance. In the early stages of an emergency, you may be instructed to return to your cabin. If you are prevented from returning to your cabin, go directly to your muster station where a spare life jacket will be provided. When you reach your designated muster station, you should ensure you are checked in by muster station staff and then wait quietly for the instructions and information that will be broadcast over the public address system or given by the officer in charge of the station. If required, a roll call will be made, and at likely event it is necessary to abandon ship, the order will be given from the bridge via radio and finally by the public address system. The crew will divide you into groups and guides will take you from the muster stations to the survival craft, which include the lifeboats and rafts, or to the gangways when in port. Persons requiring additional assistance will be helped into the survival craft in the final stages of embarkation. Now, should you smell smoke or indeed discover a fire, please press one of the red fire alarms situated around the ship. This warns the bridge and immediate action will be taken. Please note that you will not hear the alarm sound near you. Fire detectors, if activated within your cabin, will initiate a local sounding smoke alarm. And if you hear this sound and you smell smoke, then only if safe to do so, you should evacuate your cabin. If the visibility in your area is reduced so that you cannot see the normal exit signs, please keep close to the floor, crawling if necessary. Follow the low-level illuminated strip, which will lead you to an exit. In the event of a fire and during exercises, your route may be blocked by fire doors. Although heavy, these doors may be opened by hand and will close behind you. There are alternative exits from every guest space, so please take a few moments to familiarise yourself with the area surrounding your cabin. Whilst the ship has a source of emergency power from a generator for critical systems, it really is important you do not use the lifts in an emergency, as you may become trapped in the event of a power failure. If you happen to see anyone fall overboard, throw a lifebuoy or anything else that will float, shout "man overboard" and inform the nearest crew member. The medical centre is located on deck 3 and you'll be delighted to know is staffed by a qualified medical team. In the event of a medical emergency, please do not hesitate to contact them by dialing 999. P&O Cruises is committed to the protection of the environment, so please do not throw anything over the ship's side, but place it in the correct bin. We pride ourselves on respecting all and each other. The team at P&O Cruises is here for your safety and to deliver unforgettable holiday happiness. Please note, we do not accept or tolerate any disrespectful behaviour to our team or to the other guests on board. Your cabin steward should have already welcomed you and shown you where your life jackets are located in your cabin. A short safety video demonstrating how to put on a life jacket will have been playing in your cabin on arrival. It is essential that you have watched this video, and should you have any questions on this demonstration, please ask your cabin steward accordingly. I would also ask that you carefully study the Before We Set Sail section of your onboard information booklet that has been placed in your cabin, and also please watch the full safety video being played on your cabin television after departure. Should you require any further information, please contact the reception desk. I'd like to thank you all for listening to this important safety announcement and for following the information, which of course is for the safety and well-being of us all on board. Well everybody, now all the important safety bits and bobs have been completed. I would just like to wish you a very warm welcome on board Iona once more. We are looking to depart the berth here in Southampton at 5:30, so in around about 25 minutes time or so, but that will be of course dependent on us having all our stores on board and also the other traffic movements within the port. I'll come back onto the PA system shortly before then to advise you of the plan for our departure, our routing up to Stavanger and also the expected weather. Until then, please do sit back, relax and enjoy beautiful Iona. And for those of you who are interested, I can see our company's sister vessel, the Aurora, has just cast off from the northern docks and she'll be passing by our stern in the next 10 minutes or so, so I'm sure there'll be more than a few toots on the horn. Welcome on board again everybody, and I'll speak to you just before departure. Thank you.
This is one of the smallest ships, but it's one of the nicest ones. Right.
Adult only.
She says that
Full thing at the front. I can still take it on there.
stick. What's she sticking on? It's gonna go, yeah. It's good, isn't it? Whoops. I'm not sure what I was doing. You've got to wave, that's what Mandy always says. You've got to wave.
I shall go to the bar.
Okay.
So if you give me your
Well, a very good evening again, everybody. Captain speaking from the bridge once more. And as promised, I thought now would be a good time to talk you through the plan for our departure, our routing up to Stavanger, and of course the all-important weather. So our uber-efficient hotel team have managed to get everybody in good time, and in the next 5 minutes or so we'll be letting go our lines and making our way astern out of the ocean dock, and then having turned to starboard through 90 degrees or so, our route will then take us south down through the Solent, and having passed Fawley Oil Terminal over on our starboard side, we will then make 2 sweeping turns. The first to starboard off Calshot, and then to port around the Brambles Bank. From there we'll continue along the north coast of the Isle of Wight, passing Cowes on our starboard side, and later on Portsmouth over to port. I'm expecting to drop our harbour pilot off at the Nav Tower to the east of the Isle of Wight at around 8 PM this evening, and once clear we will then head out into the English Channel and proceed in mostly east-northeasterly headings, transiting the various shipping lanes of the Channel and passing the White Cliffs of Dover at around 3 AM tomorrow morning. From there we'll enter the North Sea and head on northerly courses direct for the coast of Norway, where we are due to pick up our Stavanger harbour pilot in the wee small hours of Monday morning. With our chums at the Met Office predicting fairly light northerly winds and a force 2 to 4 and mostly slight seas. There are, however, 1 or 2 fog patches forecast for later tonight and into tomorrow, so please don't be alarmed if you happen to hear us sounding the foghorn at any time throughout your cruise. It's merely standard operating procedure in periods of restricted visibility. Now finally, due to the time difference between the UK and Norway, we will be putting the ship's clocks forward by 1 hour at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I kindly ask that you adjust your clocks and watches prior to retiring to beddy buys tonight. So with that, I do appreciate many of you will have had a long and a somewhat tiresome journey to join us today, so I'll leave you now to relax and enjoy all that beautiful Iona has to offer, whilst in the very safe hands of our fabulous crew. I'll speak to you again tomorrow at 6 p.m. to give you an update on our progress. But for now, I thank you for your attention, and I wish you all a very good evening.
That's why you still go on.
Wow.
Get it ready for the bed. I'm not getting bored.
Osborne now. Might be. Might be. Look at that. Oh, okie dokie.
Yeah.